Hey.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Welcome to Pro Wrestling Central, Illinois. This week, I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter, and we are Proving Ground Pro. The event making their debut in Springfield at Southeast High School. As coming to the ring is a major star out of Florida, Jonny Vandal, Turkish-American professional wrestler, trained by Monty Porter, Norman Smiley, Rusty Brooks, and made his debut like in 2001. Did have a tryout with NXT, but did not sign.
And his opponent from the Blue Area, Joe Black.
And coming to the ring is the opposition, Joe Black. Professional wrestler. As Proving Ground Pro will be returning to Havana, Illinois this Saturday on the 17th. The final show of 2016 in the Central Illinois region. That's assuming that IWA Unlimited does not run its regular Tuesday events down in Noble. Joe Black, a wrestler all over the country. And Jonny Vandal not making friends here in Springfield, Illinois. We're at Southeast High School in Springfield. Clash of the Spartans. Jonny Vandal just kind of...
We eat millions of turkeys for Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, Joe Black, the reigning NWA Mid-Atlantic Junior Heavyweight Champion
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
and a Tag Team Champion. Yeah, I'm quite sure Jonny Vandal gets a number of jokes told his way about, Thanksgiving jokes anyway. As his entire country of Turkey is hunted by pilgrims all around the world looking for their Thanksgiving dinner. They all travel to that country to harvest turkeys or something. Okay, that was kind of goofy. Anyway, Joe Black sending Vandal into the ropes. Neither got it. Down goes Vandal. And Joe Black suplexes Jonny Vandal.
Himself a turkey drumstick.
And senton by Joe Black. Cover. 2 to count. Miracle on Main Street is the final event of Proving Ground's year. And it'll be the final appearance of Dirty Jake Durden, who was signed to NWL and will be exclusive to that promotion for the foreseeable future. Of course, now we're going to have to get used to calling him Jack Foster. Now, I'm still going to call him Jake Durden because I'm not sold on the renaming of all the wrestlers they've signed. I mean, I get the idea that maybe the wrestlers signed to the promotion may want to do something different, do a different persona or what have you, but I'm still a firm believer in name recognition, and I might talk about it in an editorial in a future week, but can't do it right now because we don't have time for it. Proving Ground Pro final event of the year. Jake Durden will defend the franchise title against Bucky Collins. He'll either retire the championship, retire as champion, well, he will retain the title and vacate it, or Bucky Collins will somehow pull off the upset and take the title from him. Other matches include Stephen Wolf taking on a newcomer, Timmy Lou Ratton. I'm not sure who that is. Got to do some research on that. Chip Day will be taking on Jason Roberts, another signee of NWL.
Wow.
And good grief, these two men, Frank Wyatt and Bull Bronson. Bull Bronson I can't stand. We'll be taking on the duo of Rockus and Giassi. And then Crotch and Deontay Leon will be taking on the PGP Tag Team Champions, Alpha Class, Paco Gonzalez and Danny Adams. Danny Adams also signed with NWL. I mean, there's a lot of people who signed with the NWL. Some of them are exclusive contracts, some of them are just not exclusive. That means they can still wrestle around the area in other promotions. But that is in Van Illinois at the Lawford Theater this weekend. So I have the full lineup at the Lawford Theater. Mike Outlaw.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Mike Outlaw will have an opponent. And apparently it's going to be a mystery opponent. As Jonny Vandal locks in the camel clutch on Joe Black, but turns it loose. And that's the finisher of the Iron Sheik, and for that move to get a submission, you got to keep it locked in. This Johnny Vandal stomps away on Joe Black.
Oh.
Jonny Vandal will send Joe Black for the ride into the corner. Yeah, he put on the brakes. He's expecting the Black to bounce out of the corner, but Black turned it around and just blasted Vandal down to the ground. And the Turk gets torqued or taken down. German suplex by Black. Oh, only a 2 count. Do I mention that Jay Repsol and Prince Mustafa Ali were inducted into the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame on December the 3rd at the final Dreamwave event. And look at this, flying lung blower from Joe Black, only a 2. I don't think I've seen a flying lung blower, but that's what we got.
Time to carve the turkey.
Joe Black may be ready to have some Thanksgiving dinner at the expense of Johnny Vandal.
Ouch!
Vandal caught him, suplex into a sit out. I mean, Black tried to roll out under him, but he got, well, stomped on or kicked. Vandal only gets a 2 count.
Ooh!
Vandal tries to kick him and he just trips over. He trips over Joe Black. Pick up! Brainbuster from Joe Black. Only a 2 count. Joe Black tried to finish off Vandal with a brainbuster. Prince Mustafa Ali was a surprise induction into the Central Illinois Hall of Fame since he is signed to WWE and will be heading up there relatively soon. Well, any day now. He's already up. I think he's on his way, personally. Jay Repsol, of course, is retiring as a promoter of Dreamwave Wrestling.
Oh!
And look at this! Double knees. Sandwiched that arm in between his back and his knees. Dropped back on it. Kind of an interesting variation of an arm breaker. And Joe Black, better watch out because Jonny Vandal's gonna try and put him away. Oh, Joe Black slips out!
Got it!
And that's it. Joe Black, victorious.
Happy Thanksgiving!
8 minutes and 50 seconds. Joe Black victorious. And Jonny Vandal just got carved up by Joe Black. As we head into Miracle on Main Street, coming up this Saturday, December the 17th, in Havana, Illinois, the final event of the year for the Central Illinois wrestling scene, as we head into 2017 in a greatly reconfigured wrestling world. And we will be right back with these important informational spots.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to be in the professional wrestling business, well, here is your chance now. Make sure to contact Pinfall Academy, 217-572-8054, located at the brand new facility at 101 North 4th Street in Auburn, Illinois. Pinfall Academy, where you can learn to be a wrestler, a referee, a manager, a valet, anything that has to do with professional wrestling, we'll teach you how to get it done. Pinfall Academy, where the new crop begins.
Are you a fair or festival organizer? If you're thinking of adding pro wrestling to your event, it takes more than just a $5,000 ring. It takes credible talent with years of training, skill, and experience. It takes quality production values. It takes credible promoters with knowledge of the independent scene, the resources to set up entertaining cards, and how to get fans in the door. Bring in just anyone without vetting their credentials, you could wind up with an embarrassing disaster. The so-called talent may have no training, no ring gear, aren't family friendly, and some may even have a lengthy rap sheet. If you want live professional wrestling at your fair or festival, don't get burned. Check their credentials before you book. A public service announcement from the St. Louis wrestling community. Visit our website, stlwrestling.livejournal.com.
Introducing first, from Davenport, Iowa, Jonny Vandal.
All right, Johnny Wisdom, not a real popular figure at PGP, coming to the ring, originating from the Quad Cities area. Johnny Wisdom had been looking to take the cutting edge title off of the champion Devin Thomas, but has been unsuccessful thus far. Giant Wisdom talking trash to the patrons of Southeast High School. And rumor has it that Proving Ground Pro will be returning to Springfield, Illinois on January the 28th. Meaning there will be a head-to-head. Proving Ground Pro will be running head-to-head with Pinfall Wrestling Association in Springfield, Illinois, the city itself. They'll be in both sides of the city. It's usually PGP have been running in either Petersburg or Havana when PWA is running. So fans are going to have a choice to make. And it's going to be a question of when you have two events running in the same city like that, who's going to be affected more? Is it going to be PWA or Proving Ground? Proving Ground boasts a superior lineup of talent. However, the drawing power of has been something. It's not been the amount that I would think it would have to be to just sustain the costs of running a promotion with the talent that they're bringing in. Meanwhile, PWA, of course, is has its own struggles, as it does the difference between Proving Ground and PWA is Proving Ground is not bearing the cost of having a training school. So I guess the cost of, Proving Ground was running a training school. They may not be able to afford as much talent as they want, but I'm not here to talk finances, because that's not my purview.
Oh well. Live and learn.
But Mike Outlaw, the opposition to Jonny Wisdom, and Outlaw is another signee to NWL, and we'll be getting a new ring name. But at this point, he's not exclusive. Not exclusive to NWL, so he can still wrestle in other promotions for the time being. I mean, I don't have a complete list of who's signed to NWL and who hasn't. And NWL will be running their first show on January the 12th, which is a Thursday night. Tacoma Loma Ballroom. They'll be running their first ever officially, their first official event a week before in Kansas City, Kansas. And other bizarrities, Michael Strider, who sold Metro Pro Wrestling to Major Blairson, turned around and fired him for doing an invasion of the final St. Louis Anarchy event. You know, that may come around to bite him later. I mean, sell a promotion, and then he turns around and fires you off the spot. I mean, you could turn around and open another promotion to run against NWL. That's kind of I don't know. Still a lot that I need to know about NWL before I can adequately report my thoughts and feelings on it. I certainly will have to come up with something when I do the 2016 end-of-year review show, where I'll be covering the top 10 news stories of the St. Louis wrestling community for the year. And I know the top 3 stories However, 4 to 10 is going to be tricky to figure out because it had been quite a slow news year, theoretically. I mean, there's certain types of stories that I will not consider, like such and such wrestler signed to this promotion, unless it's something like somebody signed to WWE, a major player, like Sting was signed or had his first match for WWE in the St. Louis area, and that ended up being #1. It's got to be something extraordinary if I do that type of a story, or such and such wrestler is brought into a promotion. It has to be extraordinary and stands out. It's like it has to be a major thing. Like previous year, a story that somebody was signed to a promotion that stood out was Sahara Schreiber, who was extremely controversial. He was signed to Dreamwave after being let go from NXT for posts dredged up on a social media site with Nazi symbolism. And she was fired from NXT. Dreamwave took a chance on her. They signed her. There's a lot of aspects to the story surrounding that, and we got quite a bit of coverage, so that's why I put it as in the top 10 news stories of the year in the previous year. Johnny Wisdom just taking over on Mike Outlaw, working that leg, doing damage to that leg. Mike Outlaw had quite an incredible rookie year, winning the Dynamo Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. There's a suplex from Johnny Wisdom, taking down Mike Outlaw. And a nonchalant cover. Nonchalant cover. That's not going to beat Mike Outlaw. Mike Outlaw.
Come on, Mike.
May not be one of the bigger guys in the ring, but he's certainly one of the tougher ones. And Wisdom putting a sleeper hold on Outlaw, but digging in the eyes at the same time. And Outlaw gets out with the jawbreaker. Another jawbreaker. Outlaw off the ropes and eats a forearm.
Look at Johnny showing us his wisdom.
And Outlaw fires right back. It's another shot. And Outlaw with a kick. Gonna pick him up. Can't hold him. Powerbomb. Sit out. From Wisdom, only a 2. And Wisdom thought he had him there. Not quite. Wisdom slowly getting back to his feet. One last reminder, PGP, final show of the year. Havana, Illinois at the Lawford Theater on the 17th. And Outlaw's firing back. Outlaw will be appearing at the final PGP show of the year with a mystery opponent. Yeah, the top 10 stories last year. Sahara joins Dreamwave. Randy Orton requires major neck and shoulder surgery. Career may be over. Well, he's still active. Surprised. Matt Cage revealing his private life. Kim Slice defeating Kim Shamrock. The Bellator, although he did pass away this year unexpectedly. Oh, foot on the rope. Outlaw thought he had it, but he got foot on the rope. And Missouri Wrestling Alliance threatened with closure. Well, it's still around and pretty strong. Problems with the CHWA still in the mix. They got into a county fair again, and those idiots at the, incredibly stupid, ignorant people that run the Bethalto JCs, let them back in. I think their charter needs to be revoked, personally. Outlaw! Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Picks him up again. Another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. 2 count. Well, gonna be interesting to know how things go for the top 10 news stories of the year for 2016. Mike Outlaw looking to finish off Johnny Wisdom. Charges! Misses the kick! Here comes Wisdom! Nobody home! Outlaw! Tries to do a flying DDT, but Wisdom caught him and drops him. And a running knee to the head. And Wisdom, belly to belly, or belly to back suplex. Outlaw stunned, a punch to the head. What?
Wow.
Johnny Wisdom slugs Outlaw, apparently with a KO punch, because he got the 3 count. I'm surprised he wins it with a punch to the head, though he had that move leading up to that. Johnny Wisdom is victorious here at Clash of the Spartans. And Proving Ground Pro may be back here at Southeast High School at the end of January. Or it's not been announced, it's just been rumored at this point. I'm seeing it on another wrestler's calendar, so it remains to be seen if that does go down. But Johnny Wisdom is victorious in 9 minutes and 40 seconds as we'll be heading to Walford Theater on December the 17th, Havana. Shot Wisdom with shakes his hands, although that was quite a condescending handshake. Oh well. Next week, we're going to go to Powerhouse Wrestling. We're going to take a look. We're going to listen in to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony of Crusher Tim Lyle, well deserved. That'll be next week here on PWCI. But until then, this is the Man Conservative Crime Fighter. We'll see ya next time, and thanks for watching.